Hi, third graders. Happy Friday. I want you to think about a time that you've gone outside, maybe recently, that it was very bright out. The sun was shining. And when you went outside, you kind of went like this with your eyes. You squinted. There's a part of your eye called the pupil. A pupil, this animal happens to have two. There's a part of your eye called the pupil, and the pupil controls the amount of light going into your eye. So this particular animal, it's called the four-eyed fish that we're going to read about and figure out some keywords, a keyword. What's really cool about this one is this four-eyed fish has two eyes, but both eyes have two pupils in them. Remember, pupils is the amount of light that goes in. So they keep two of the pupils above the water, and they're watching out for predators. And they keep two of the pupils below the water so they can find something to eat. Some fish that they want to eat, or smaller insects. How cool would that be? So they can see above the water and they can see below the water. I want you to think about, what's that word if they're the hunter? If they're hunting another animal, what is the word for that? It starts with a P, and we'll hear it in our paragraph about the four-eyed fish. So using the four-eyed fish, we're going to read about it and find out how special that pupil is for them, the two pupils that they have. All right, four-eyed fish. Now this again is nonfiction, so we're going to figure out a keyword from our reading, and then we're going to write a sentence or two about that keyword to kind of retell what we read. Four-eyed fish. A four-eyed fish really has only two eyes, but each eye has two different parts. Each of these four eye parts has its own pupil. This fish keeps half of each eye underwater, looking for the insects and smaller fish it eats. It keeps the other half of the eye above the water, watching for the birds and other predators that are after it a fish dinner. So if it's looking out for predators, then it would be the prey. And that would be whenever it has the eye above the water. But when the eye's below the water, it is the predator, and it's looking for its prey. So after reading that, I'm thinking to myself, what would be the key word? I want you to think about that for a second. And I want you to think, if I was telling a friend at school, what would I say that key word was? Think about it for a second. What was the most important thing that we learned about that four-eyed fish? Just want it to be one word for that small part that we just read. That's right, it's the pupil. So we're going to write pupil. And then we'll go back and we'll do some retelling using that key word. We'll even look at the vocabulary again. Fact: four-eyed fish usually travel in groups called schools. So there are always lots of eyes watching in every direction. What do you think the most important key word would be there? What would it be? It's usually a noun, person, place, or a thing, or a verb, which is action. So let me read it again. Four-eyed fish usually travel in groups called schools. So there's always lots of eyes watching in every direction. So what's a word that we could put up here, a keyword, that would help us retell that and we could remember? What would you tell a partner? That's right, schools. Our other one. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to write We're going to retell what we just read. Let me move my chair. Using the word pupil and the word schools. All right, so I can look back, but I know that pupil is the most important word here. So let's make a sentence about what we read. What does the pupil do for the four-eyed fish? What would you tell a partner if you were sitting with a partner? What does the pupil do for the four-eyed fish? Let me give you it's my vocabulary page right here. What does the pupil do for the four-eyed fish? This picture might help you. It does control the light going into your eye, but what's it allowing that fish to do? Let's write our sentence. I'm thinking, I hope this is what you were thinking, that the pupil allows the four-eyed fish to hunt both above, to hunt below the water and to watch out for predators above the water. Is that what you were thinking? Okay. So I'm going to use this word in my sentence. Maggie's leaving. Don't leave me, Mags. I need your help. The pupil. Oh, good. She's going to stay. Helps the four-eyed fish do what? Hunt or, let's use a really good word that we know, prey below the water I have to get down here. Below the water and the predators above the water, right? That's the most important part of what we read. So the pupil helps the four-eyed fish hunt for prey below the water and the predators above the water. So we wanted to put, I would have wanted to put watch out for. So above the water and watch out for. There, that's what I would have added there. Watch out for the predators above the water. And our other one was schools. Schools, what did the schools do? The fish swim in schools. If I didn't remember, I can simply get my book. I can go back to where we were reading. Four-eyed fish usually travel in groups called schools, so there's always lots of eyes watching in every direction. So they swim in schools for protection. Here's our key word. All right, so we just retold what we read using two key words. So the pupil helps the four-eyed fish hunt for prey below the water and watch out for the predators above the water. I think I misspelled predators. I think that's supposed to be an A. Miss Nason. But you know what? Even when you are a teacher, you make mistakes all the time. Thanks for helping me out with that. And then the fish swim in schools for protection. There's one more little part of this, and I love this little part of the book. If you had four-eyed fish eyes, you could read while riding your bike and never take your eyes off the road. Wouldn't that be cool? You could ride your bike and read at the same time. All right, third graders, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Bye.